I made the bonehead mistake of leaving home without bringing the other sketchbook. So no sketchbook and no card. So we have to use the doodle pad. We're double using the doodle pad. Thinking, should I use the back side of the paper instead? TBH. Yeah, let's just use the back side of the previous. And yeah, I made the mistake of not bringing all my supplies after someone thoughtfully reminded me. It was like, do you have all your stuff? And it's because I had it on my bag, because I was gonna, it's a part of the other video, so, and I haven't finished recording some of the parts, so it's a little bit insane. But yeah, we're gonna just do a quick blind contour of these things here. And it is really hot because the sun is now beaming onto me. And yeah, I made a big mistake by not bringing that book or a card, so that way I could do more entries, because we do have other videos that I also can put up, but you know, that's a problem for me later. My nose is running today. My nose was running earlier before I left. I blew it, but no avail. So, but yeah, so I've been watching the wrestling on that like WWE Vault thing, and it's pretty interesting, I would say. Like, I think that it has a lot of I don't know, it makes you, like, if you grew up during that time, it makes you feel old. And it also has like a live chat, which, you know, I would not recommend going into ever. That live chat is horrific. That live chat is some of the worst of the worst. Like, they're in there all acting tough and whatnot. Very very funny, very humoristic. But the other part of it is that, like, there's people in there that are like, yo, I stopped watching high school around this time because I was in, what you call it, I stopped watching high school around, I was gonna stop watching wrestling around this time because I was in high school. It's like, bro, that was 2002. Like, you was in high school in 2002. Damn, bro, you're old, huh? Like, much older than the rest of us. And you know, it's kind of crazy because, like, yeah, they are old. They are older. They are old. And it's funny because, like, it is a illustration of, like, you know, I was thinking, like, man, this time is like really slipped away, but they're thinking time has really slipped away. Like, their time has really slipped away. And it's funny, like, seeing people talking about like what was going on for them during that time, or like what they dealt with, and those things are a bit comical and a bit more tee hee ha ha. But not for me. It's not. For me, it's just interesting how people can go back to it after so long. But it's always like a travel back to nostalgia, because they you know, things are not particularly always the best. So it's like, you know, a trip to nostalgia. Alright, so that is the thing, and now we will color it. Like, it's funny seeing like Cena before Thugonomics, because it's like a wild time for him. where he was like, trying to get pushed over or put over. They wanted to really make him important, and I think that obviously it worked a little too well, but it was just funny. And then he had B squared, who is somebody that, or B2, is somebody that I literally like erased from my mind. Like I did not remember B2 at all. Like B2 was not even in existence, and like the commentary, like the style of MC that the wrestling universes use is also pretty funny, because it's like the most like comical set of it's the most comical set of like stuff. It's like what the heck is this, bro? Like what do you like? They just be saying whatever, and then you always have like one person might be like the straight man, so they like keep things real normal, and then the other guy is just like saying the first thing that pops into his head, just word vomit every 2 seconds, like, oh my god, the cat's out of the bag now, and that's like not even close to what he would say, like it's a joke, because they would say something like far worse, far worse than the cat's out of the bag. Like me saying that is an insider for nothing, because I can't think of like people like, if you take a pony to a horse show, do you know what happens? That pony gets stepped on. Like they'll say like maybe something like that, but worse. And then other guys are like, what? Like, and then the other dude will just be like, what are you talking about? Like he takes his job serious, and the other guy's just like, yeah, I can say whatever I want, man. And the guy who says whatever he wants makes it a little bit funny, but the other, because he's just like, he's commentating on like anything that's not the match half the time, and then the other guy is like, yeah. Like there was one segment, I think it was like WWE Nitro, we have Ric Flair talking about playing for the Carolina Panthers or something like that, and I'm just like, bro, like what is he talking about? Like what is he talking about, Carolina Panthers? Like, is he okay? But like I don't know, like maybe that's a accurate thing that was going on at the time. Maybe they were going to be playing for like a football team or something, because I know that at one point in the future, like didn't Brock Lesnar play on like a football team for like a little bit, or try it out for a football team, and it was just to like do it or whatever. And it's just like, it's funny that they do stuff like that, but it's very interesting, and then I saw Sting talk, and I feel like as a kid I don't remember Sting ever talking. Like I feel like Sting was just like always quiet, like he was like the Undertaker kinda, but with the makeup. And to see Sting talk is like, maybe I just misremembered that. Maybe Sting did talk, and I just didn't realize. But Sting was talking, like he was chatting it up. And then the other Sting that kind of looked like Ultimate Warrior, so like it's very interesting how all of that goes. But you just never know how it's good. Like, well, obviously you do know how it turned out because it's old, but a lot of pay-per-views I didn't get to see, so like now they're like thing. And then that led me to thinking, like, people used to pay for like a pay-per-view, and there's like what, like one pay-per-view a month. Like if you take into account, I don't know how much pay-per-view cost. Was it like $4.99 or was it like $10.99 or $12.99 or something? Because if it was like $10.99 a month, that's essentially a streaming service now, right? And then it's like, yo, I want to go back to the old days. It's like, yeah, the old days they just keep reinventing the old days for you. They don't. The old days don't really go away, buddy. They just keep reinventing it for your silly self. And then I also got to see Stone Cold with hair, which I didn't even know existed. And it's crazy to see him with hair. Like when he had hair, he looked so happy. Like he looked so happy with hair. I don't know. I think him going bald made him sad, made him angrier, made him more made him more of a rattlesnake. But that's just my opinion. But like, alright. Yeah, it is insanely hot out here. But I love summer, so You know, good weather, good warm weather keeps you in a good mood, in my opinion. I do not like cold weather. Mood is bad, seasonal depression, all that terrible stuff. And, you know, nice, good weather keeps you nice and happy, or at least happier and willing to do things, versus it's cold outside, I don't want to do nothing, you know. Because deep down inside of all of us, we all have a fair weather general who only wants to do things when it's nice out and not when it's not nice, i.e. cold. But I don't know, maybe I should add some green to this. I feel like I could have added more, but it's okay. I would go into the shade, but there's too many ants over there. Maybe I will for the next video. But yeah, I think that's it for this one. Don't forget to, if you made this far into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and devise, aka subscribe. But here's the final thing, and hopefully I'll have a picture of this in the video. So goodbye, see you in the next one.